Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Path of Titans. Today, we're going to be showcasing the new creature that just came out, Lisowicia. I'm blanking on the name of the mod team that's made this, but it's the same people who made the Andrew Sarkis from a while back. The big old pig guy. And this guy is super fat. There's not really much else to say about him. He's very round. He's very rotund. And I've been running around testing this guy for a little bit, and the model quality is really nice. The mod quality in general is really nice. Like here, let me zoom in. I mean, look at that. That's so nice. The textures are really good. This is not a dinosaur, it's a synapsid from the Permian period, I believe. Same time as Dimetrodon. And it does look a lot like the AI, the Wadiosaurus. Except this guy is massive. This guy, I think, is about the size of Albertoceratops. I could be wrong. Could be bigger than that. I'm not too sure. I think he's around Albertoceratops size. He's pretty big. He's an herbivore, but he can also be an omnivore. Like here, you can see he can eat roots. But I think what you're all here for is probably the abilities. How strong is this guy? And I haven't tested it against anything else, but I think he's seriously powerful. So let's get into the abilities. Actually, first let's go through the skins. This is the default skin. This is the arid skin. This is the Babber skin, which looks like an alien. Dunewalker Visayan? Visayan? I think that's how you say that. Shrubland, Melon, Malayan, Redwoods, Yosemite, River, Poppy, good lord, that's pink. Melanistic, Dorset, Kuya, Tapirus, Albino, Rust, Critter, Bullfrog, and Chunky. Now, for the abilities. This guy has a passive slot. Absolute unit. When taking damage, overall defensive capabilities will progressively increase. Oh no. That's going to be so unbalanced. And then for the head attacks, you've got Bite, causes high damage. Face Tank, which is the same thing that T-Rex has. Take 30% reduced damage from hits to your head, neck, and chest. Counterattack, brace yourself for attacks that ends in a devastating bite that deals massive damage. Scales with how many hits you take with a maximum of 20 hits. Reduces damage taken, slowly drains stamina. Reduces overall mobility while active. Cannot use while sprinting. So it's kind of like a mix between Styraco, Eotrike, and Triceratops's brace attack, but instead of just reducing the damage you take, it absorbs that, and you can spell that back out and hit your opponents like Acro's parry. Then you've got Heavy Bite, a strong but delayed bite. Sorry about that. The Deluge, damage is increased by 15% within 15 meters of 3 or more carnivores. Last of its kind, 10% max stamina recovery and increased maneuverability when not in a group. Commonwealth increases stamina recovery by 3.75% and trot speed by 2.5% for each synapsid in the group. Stacks up to 4 times. Effects are increased by an additional, I think that's supposed to say, 50% if the group member is a non-mammalian synapsid, and further increased by 25% if Dicynodont. I don't know what both of those words mean. I just know a synapsid is what this guy and Dimetrodon are. That's all I know. Then front limb, you got body check. Directional swing your weight into opponents on your flanks, causing light damage but heavy knockback. This is also directional, by the way. And honestly, I think they should give this to T-Rex as well. instead of having that dumb headbutt on the PT mod. Roamer increases trot speed by 20% at the cost of 10% sprint speed. Metabolism, scorched glutton, able to eat flowers, fruits, roots, and bones. Slow food drain, very slow water drain. River Dweller allows you to eat water plants along with increases max oxygen by 200% at the cost of higher thirst drain. Picky Eater, able to eat mushrooms, nuts, high food, and water drain, increases health regen by 20%. And Herbivore is just the same. Hide, rough skin, reflect a small amount of damage back to attackers. Dense bones, reduced bone break amounts. Waterlogged, increased combat weight by 5% while wet. Dry leather, increases bleed and venom resistance by 40% while not wet. Legs, robust posture, increases max stamina. Back kick is a directional back kick. Heavyweight, deal 15% more knockback. Body slam, gripping claws, swamp monster, increases swim, reduces stamina drain while slow swimming. Tacky eye or whatever, dash forward in a straight line dealing knockback. It's like a charge. And then Berserker drastically reduces defense in exchange for high agility and damage, so it turns you into a glass cannon. Now, let's see what these look like. I think the vocal ability is bugged. It's not really working. But one last thing I want to showcase on this thing is that the lower your stamina is, the more this thing runs out of breath. So watch this. We'll run around for a little bit, get to about half stamina, and then look. Now he's breathing heavy. So now, until I get all the way out of stamina. There we go. And now, he's breathing super heavy. Really cool attention to detail from the mod makers. Now I'm going to showcase one last thing. This thing has its own nest model, and it's huge. Look at that. Isn't that cool?